So you need to get a rear tire done on your ZX11 or your ZZR1100, depending on if you're in Europe or in America. First thing that you want to do, I mean, personally, I used a little bit of WD-40, but you can use some PB Blaster or whatever. Just get some kind of penetrating lubricant on there, just so then you can, you know, get all this stuff out. And then you want to take these clips out first here. Next step, you want to loosen these right here, these bolts. They basically pinch this together to hold all this whole assembly together. You may or may not need an impact depending how long your bike has been sitting. These are going to be older bikes. If you do need an impact, just pulse it. It will come off. I did have to use an impact on this side, but I did not on the other side. And you just want to get them to be loose enough where you can turn them freely. You don't have to take them all the way out, just back them off a bit and it should be pretty easy. Next thing you'll want to do is to get this axle off. You just definitely want to spray the crap out of it with some penetrating grease. Use a breaker bar, or if you really need to use an impact, you can. Just be very careful and just pulse it if you need to. And you just want to take this out. All right, so the next thing is you want to be able to get this axle through to the other side. One thing I have found is I find a ratchet that kind of just fits direct, and I kind of just tap it on the ratchet. Now, I would just take a ratchet that maybe is already broken or fucked up or something, but I just find it fits kind of perfect in there. You can use whatever tool you want. You just need to be able to get something to push it out the other side. One thing too is you may need two people because this axle does not have much grease on it. Feel it. Yep. What would you say?
Where'd you want this?
I got a place for it. Next part is kind of easy or hard depending on the design and how much of your extra stuff you have. All you really need to do is you just need to get this chain off. I personally just kind of grab it and kind of pull it off. Some people have things against doing that. I don't know. I don't care to get my hands dirty. Just roll that out. And here is your sprocket and your brake. And this actually has a nice little brake arm, so you don't actually have to disassemble this whole assembly. You can just kind of let it fall. So yeah, all right, now we're ready to go get another tire. All right, now that we got the wheel off, we're gonna go ahead and go over to our favorite cycle gear store to piss off our favorite employee.
Yeah, boy.
I got the tire here, man. Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, 0109.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, yeah, she's still fresh, man.
Yeah, fresh
got a
tire.
couple years left on her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, it's a brand new tire, right?
That's brand new. You don't even need that. You can just return that tire.
Don't need the Rosso 3 on there? Oh, man, that just slides across the floor.
That is, that's definitely not.
I'm in danger.
By itself.
Going nowhere.
Now I'm broke. I'm broken. Now I'm broke. Broke. Now I'm broke. I'm broken. Now I'm broke.
sticky. I wonder if they're sticky.
I think it's stuck.
Alright, so now, once you get your tire on, make sure you put your sprocket and stuff back on. If your bike needed to have the sprocket put back on, mine, it's got basically just this assembly. You put your little thing on and you put this on. There's no bolts or anything, it just clamps on. And then, yeah, now we just get this guy on. Alright, so now you want to make sure that you get your chain on, and you want to make sure to get your brakes kind of like lined up, and you want to make sure to pry them apart so then you can like get them slotted. I like to just use a little pry, just put it in and kind of like wiggle it back and forth to kind of, you know, separate them a little bit. I'm sure there's a better way, but I'm really ghetto, so that's how I did it. And here we have the axle, which we need to make sure that we get it nice and lubed up.
Where's lube?
2 seconds later.
This is the lube here. I try and get something waterproof because this is a, you know, daily rider. Get you a little dollop.
A little dollop.
Yeah.
We're going all in.
Oh yeah, you go all in, bud. And you just want to, you know, use a nice twisting motion and just kind of stroke that shaft. Nice up and down, long, smooth strokes. I'm about to blow. You know, some people may have more practice than others, but
I'm a lefty.
yeah, me too. Before you put your axle on, don't forget your cap. Yep, and it needs to go right in that hole right there. And just make sure you don't forget it, otherwise your rear wheel's gonna go like all over the place and then you're gonna wonder what the fuck's going on. So one thing that you guys should know about these, and this is what makes this very uniquely different than your typical you know, axle nut with like a castle nut or whatnot, is that you actually have, this should be about the same size, not for here but on the other side where, you know, you have your hex, but you want to put this in here and you have these notches and you basically can rotate to tighten the chain. So here we could see like our chain tension is super tight and we don't want that, so we want to back that off a little bit here. So then we maybe bring it back a little to like here, and then we check our chain tension. It's a little too loose, so we bring it back. So then we want to make it just like a horse's ass hair, a little more, another horse's ass hair more. And that's about where you want to be at. Want to be about, I think it's like an inch and a half or so up and down. And then all you do on the other side, same thing, and you just kind of line it up where you were at on the other side, and then check and make sure that it looks straight and aligns with your bike. And then, yeah, all right, everything looks straight, everything's looking pretty lined up. And then make sure that, you know, you tighten this down, make sure that, you know, your notches are matching on both sides, which we are, and make sure to check your chain tension. You want to have a little bit of play like that. You don't want it to be like where you can pull it off the sprocket, but you don't want it to like be slapping everything. So you want to have, you know, at your discretion. There actually is like a tolerance for the chain in your user manual, but this bike is so old and it's got a lot going on, so to be honest, I kind of just do the feel and kind of jiggle test. But yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to put your little clips on. I just need to put my clips on, but other than that, that's how you change the rear tire on this bike. Alright, now what you want to do, you want to go ahead and fire your bike up, and you want to go ahead and if you want to pull the clutch in, you can. If not, I don't think it'll hurt much, but just drop it in gear, make sure your kickstand's up, and slowly let out the clutch so you don't blow anything up. And just make sure that your wheel is spinning straight, no wobble or anything like that. Looks like we did a pretty good job, you know, nothing too crazy. And then yeah, just want to check, make sure there's no like wiggle or anything. Looks like we did a pretty good job. And then go ahead and take it on the street, make sure it feels right and everything if you want.